Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, there's a big smile on my face, and that is because our channel has just been going crazy. Bro, last 28 days, 77 million views and like almost $8,000 earned. This is crazy. This is genuinely crazy, like life-changing stuff. And like before I get into the actual topic of today's video, which is the view jail, which I recommend you listen to the end because everything I say will be super important. I just want to say I might not show it enough, but I'm extremely just happy, grateful, excited. And to be honest, like what is to come is going to be so much crazier than this. This is just the beginning, but it's always important to be grateful. Anyways, as you guys can tell, we are almost going to hit 50,000 subscribers, which is again halfway to my dream of that 100K plaque. It's going to be sick. Now, we're talking about the view jail. I've seen comments, probably like 1,000 comments about this over the past 2-3 months ever since I've been uploading. And this view jail concept is so common, and it is actually a really big problem that any shorts creators face, me being one of them. Now, for reference, this channel that you guys are looking at is a channel that we started together 2 months ago, and I documented the whole thing. You can still go back on my channel and watch me like creating this faceless channel. And in 2 months, not even 2 months yet, we've been able to get it to this point. Plus, their music deal has also earned us an additional around 1,800 Canadian dollars. So again, pretty crazy stuff. But this wasn't my first channel that I started. I've ran faceless channels before. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. And this view jail concept, I was like kind of a victim of it too. I would be like, yo, why are my videos just, hitting 5K, hitting 10K, hitting 15K, and then just deadlining? And I have some examples of that actually, even on this channel. So try to find one that's like pretty dead, which it's a little bit hard because there's so much traction towards the channel that it's kind of hard. But I guess this could be a good example. Yeah, I mean, like compared to what my typical performances, this video is just flatlining. And even now, 83% of the views are from channel pages, which just means people coming to my channel and watching this. So it's dead. But why is it dead? So before this channel, the channel I was running was like in a food IRL based channel. So I would do like a voiceover, captions, all that sort of stuff. And I did that for 3 months. And 80 to 90% of the videos on that channel were stuck in a 10 to 15K view jail. 10 to 15% of the videos were just dead. They never even hit the algorithm. And maybe 5% of the videos actually, got 50K views or something. But with this channel, almost every video, as you guys can tell, is just banging. I mean, even if we go to content, there's like, 22 million, 100K, like 100 to 200K, 150K, whatever. It's not in the view jail. So what I realized is that the view jail isn't actually a real thing. All that the view jail tells us is that you're making good content. If your content is actually getting stuck in the 10 to 15K range, you're making good content. Now, don't misunderstand me. Good content doesn't mean like, it's just YouTube messing up. Good content just means that like, it's not really bad stuff, but it's not great. And that's kind of how you break out of the jail. When I started to make better content, my videos naturally started to get views. And even today, if I go through like even this channel that's completely blowing up, 22 million views, the videos that flatlined and got stuck in that jail, I rewatch them and I'm like, yeah, no, I could tell that this is not as good as my other videos that blew up. So like this video, the one I recently made, that's going crazy. It was based off an idea that already blew up on my channel, which was nonchalant elevator entrances or whatever. However, this time I did it a lot better than the first time. I already knew it was a viral idea, but my editing was a lot better and like my hook was better. My retention, it's only a 19-second short, which is, again, it helps me get better retention because I made every second of that 19 entertaining. So it was just a good piece of content in my niche and it made sense. And recently I've started a couple of other channels, I would say like 3 to 4 channels. And one of them has like kind of been, I would say, not even hitting that algorithm. It's not even hitting the view jail. That's just because it is bad. I'm not gonna lie. That content, whatever I'm uploading on that channel, it's pretty bad. It's low quality. And in my niche, there's a lot of people doing it better than me. So I'm not even able to hit that view jail. So if you're hitting that 10 to 15K mark, just know you're making good content, but you got to go to that next level. Okay. And I'm sure you can agree with me. You can look at competitors in your niche that are, banging out millions of views a day, and their content will be substantially better than yours. And that is literally where the difference is. It has nothing to do with the time you post. It has nothing to do with, your niche. It has nothing to do with an aged account. Okay. Sometimes, and this is based off of what I've seen that has worked for me on this channel. What the algorithm wants is good and consistent content. That is it. Okay. There's going to be days, even if you're uploading a good video, there's going to be days like it's just not going to get the views you hope for it to get, right? There's going to be days your channel is just not going to do good, but we're not, this is not a 1-day game. You look at it through weeks, through months. That's a beautiful part of having analytics, is that you can go back and study, right? Like if I was to look at my views on like this one specific day, or let me go back to like 90 days, like this one day right here when I started, like 1 week into this, and I got 140K views, right? Now looking back at it, when we're doing over 10 million a day, that's horrible, right? But that's why YouTube isn't a 1-day game, because if I quit 3 weeks ago, I would have never gotten to this 10 million or 12 million view day, which is, again, just insane for me to say even. But I just want you guys to really grasp before you go into retention and swipe rate and all of that stuff. It doesn't matter. If you're not hitting like 50 to 100K views, don't even look at like retention, or, don't look at the chart and be like, damn, I have 100% retention. Why is my short at 10K views? Have videos with good retention, have a good hook, but really emphasize the actual editing and the content you're uploading, okay? For a lot of you guys in that IRL niche where you're just uploading a clip and then adding a voiceover, even if you're doing that, just know that there's at least 10,000 other channels doing that. So if your content is like mid or not like really good or really interesting in terms of like your script, you're not going to get views, okay? It's not going to break out. It's just a harsh reality of it. People, like a lot of people comment like, oh, I got lucky, but like, guys, it's been 8 years, okay? I've failed 1,000 times. I've so many channels that are just dead. You know what I mean? Like so many shorts that just never, you guys don't know any of that, right? Because you've only seen what you've seen in the past 2 months. And I'm just telling you, if there's no consistency, if there's no hard work, that luck aspect isn't going to come. Sure, you can get lucky. You can upload a short and it can blow up. You can hop on a trend. Maybe I got lucky that I created this channel when it was popping, but if I didn't fail 1,000 times, if this was my first channel, I wouldn't have uploaded the quality of videos that I did, and I wouldn't have gotten the results that I did, okay? So luck plays along when you put in the work. So if you're putting in the work, you're consistent, you're actually improving your content, yeah, you'll get lucky eventually. But just remember, guys, like with the view jail aspect, I'm telling you from experience from a lot of different channels that I've ran, whether it's long form or short form, the jail essentially is telling you that if you're 10 to 15K range, you have good content, you need to make it great. Or number two, if you're not hitting those 10K, marks, there's something in your actual content that isn't good. Whether it's the hook, maybe, the first 5 seconds of your video might suck and the rest of the video is amazing. But if the first 4 to 5 seconds suck and people don't even make it past that, you don't want to mistake that like, oh, my video was good, why didn't it blow up? There's always some aspect to it that is missing, that great part of it. And eventually when something hits the algorithm, because it will, you just double down. Okay, when something works, when something breaks out, just know that that's kind of like an outlier and you double down on that. You create more videos similar to that idea that blew up. Hopefully this kind of explains. I really hope you guys listen to the end, because it really is important that you understand this view jail, or, why things happen a certain way and like what you need to do to fix it. But that is really it for me. I just want to cover, what you could do. And my one suggestion is focus on creating better content. If you're stuck in that jail, don't just re-upload other people's content. Don't just download a video and add a voiceover to it. There's a lot more work that needs to be done. You got to come to terms with it, whether you can say I'm blabbering right now and continue to do what you do, or you actually take this advice and improve. And that's really all it is. It's just making that decision. Because I messed up. I did it for 3 months. I was just doing the same thing, low effort voiceover, and it didn't get me anywhere. Didn't earn a single dollar. But with this channel, I put in a lot more effort. I spent about an hour a day. And the first 3 weeks wasn't worth it, right? Because I didn't make a single dollar. But I mean, again, it just goes to show, since we've been monetized, like not even 2 weeks, my life has changed, to say the least. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to the end, promise you will be successful, because you have a 9-minute retention period to yourself and you're willing to listen to somebody for 9 minutes. So I appreciate it. If you made it to the end, go ahead and comment view jail down below. If this video helped you guys in any way, it would mean a lot if you can go ahead and drop a like down below. And I'm going to be releasing a free Discord server, which is going to be amazing because it'll allow us to communicate with each other. I'm going to have different ranks based on where you are in your journey. So if you're running a channel that has over 100 million views, you'll be able to connect with other people running channels with over 100 million views as well. It's going to come out at 5,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your support. Going to continue grinding. I'll share some of my other channels soon. Other than that, that's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.